Welcome back to my channel. Probably should have started this vlog about the time I woke up, which I didn't go to sleep last night till late, so we slept in a little bit today, but it is now almost 6 o'clock and I just laid AnnaShae down for her nap, and I'm just gonna hop in the shower because it's really hot here. It's like 85 degrees here in Kentucky, and so I'm gonna hop in the shower and cool off a little bit and hopefully get some cleaning done. But yeah, she's laying down. She's been a little cranky today. I just went and picked up my nieces and dropped them off at home because my sister had to work and my brother-in-law is at work too, and my grandmother lives with them, so she watches them at night when they're working. But alright, so I'm just gonna hop in the shower and hopefully that cools me off because it's really hot. Well, I thought she was laying down for a nap, but she had some kind of baby soap in there. I didn't know how she got a hold of it, but now I'm gonna hop in the shower. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jamie, and currently today I'm 28 weeks pregnant. But this video is going to be my 25 to 27 week pregnancy week update. A lot has gone on this past couple weeks. I was in the hospital from Thursday. Let me see what date that was. I can't remember. From Thursday on the 16th, and I came home on Saturday on the 18th. So I was in there for kidney stones, and I do have videos. I'm going to insert them now when I was in the hospital. I'm still in triage of labor and delivery. I've been here since about 7 o'clock, and it's now almost 2 with the kidney stones. They gave me Dilaudid, and it wore off, and the pain came back. So they gave me, I think they said Norco, and the pain is still there, but it's not as bad. They said if I can't control it, the medicine doesn't control the pain, then it might have to admit me. I got this nasty IV in my hand, and it hurts so bad. I've had 2 bags of fluid and I had 2 bags of fluid, and I've only peed a little bit. My doctor said that whenever they took my urine this morning to the labs, it had blood in it from the kidney stone, so hopefully I'd pass it within 24 hours. Because it is so painful, so painful. I woke up about 6 this morning and I didn't know what was going on. Christian woke up, and AnnaShae was in bed with us anyways, so she woke up, of course, because Mama was screaming and in pain. I was crying. I've never been in that much pain before. It was so bad. So bad. I was crying so hard. Christian was like, "What's going on? What's going on? Are you having contractions?" I was like, "I don't think these are contractions, but it hurt so bad." It was just a constant pain in my left side going into my stomach, and I've never had kidney stones. My dad has had multiple kidney stones, and I feel for him. But this is just an update. I'm still here. Hopefully I get to go home soon. I'm so tired. So tired. Just an update. If I have to be admitted, I'll hop back on here. Love you all. Bye. Hi everybody. Just wanted to give an update. Yesterday, I finally got to leave the hospital. The kidney stone pain got really bad, and the pills that they gave me did not help at all. So, Saturday night, they admitted me and they gave me medicine to keep it from coming back hurting really, really bad. But yesterday, I got to come home. It was like almost 7 o'clock yesterday night when I got to come home. And they did an ultrasound on me Saturday. And they said that they didn't see any kidney stones. But when I went to use the bathroom, there was like gritty stuff. I know this is TMI, but there was like gritty stuff in the toilet. So that made them think that let them know that it was kidney stones. And she said sometimes they don't always see the kidney stones, especially if they're broken up like it was. So, and they also had to give me a catheter, even though I could pee. They said that they didn't want it to be contaminated, so they had to give me an in and out catheter. And I think that there was a kidney stone stuck in my urethra, because she had to pull it out and then like scoot it back in, or shove it, not really shove it, but like, gently push it in. And I think that's what broke it up. And then when I went to the bathroom, there was blood, so I was freaking out. And she said, yeah, it's normal. It's probably just from your catheter or from the kidney stones. But I got to come home yesterday and sleep in my own bed, which was awesome. I know I look rough, but they gave me I think 10 bags of fluids so I could pass the stones. And my feet swelled up, and I sweat all night last night. I almost got to bed completely wet from sweat. And I was up most of the night using the bathroom. But tomorrow is my glucose test, so I'll keep you updated on that. I'll hop back on here and update you guys on that, and then do my, I think it was 25 to 27 week update and a belly bump. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you are new here, my name is Jamie, and currently today I'm 28 weeks pregnant. But this video is going to be my 25 to 27 week pregnancy week update. A lot has gone on this past couple weeks. I was in the hospital from Thursday. Let me see what date that was. I can't remember. From Thursday on the 16th, and I came home on Saturday on the 18th. So I was in there for kidney stones, and I do have videos. I'm going to insert them now when I was in the hospital. And I have pictures. I was in there for kidney stones, like the videos said. And that is the most pain I have ever been in. I don't know if I've said this before in previous videos or in the video that you just watched, but my dad has had a lot of kidney stones in his time, and I never thought that. I thought maybe he was exaggerating his pain a little bit, but no. I woke up Thursday morning at around 6 o'clock, and the pain was excruciating. Before I woke up, it was like maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock. I had felt some tugging. I didn't know if that's what it was, or maybe she was kicking, but I had lifted up my belly to kind of relieve the pressure that was down there, and it didn't work. And then around 6 o'clock, I rolled over onto my left side to see if that would ease the pain a little bit, and it just got worse from there. So I thought maybe standing up would help, but it didn't help. So I stood up, and the pain got a lot worse. So I hunched over the bed, and I began, like, not really hyperventilating, but, like, I knew something was wrong. I've never felt pain like that before. I didn't know. I know they weren't contractions because it was a constant pain, and it wasn't like I didn't have a break. And I was kind of moaning, and it woke Christian up. And he was, like, in frantic mode. He's like, "What's going on? Are you okay? What's happening? Are you having contractions?" And I was like, "I don't think these are contractions because it's not easing up at all." I mean, I could barely talk. It was hurting so bad. And it was just on my left side. I don't know if I mentioned that. It was just on my left side. So he said, and AnnaShae was in the bed with us, and it woke her up too. So he said, "Go to the bathroom. Maybe you need to use the bathroom. Sit down. And if you're still hurting, I'll get AnnaShae ready. I'll get dressed, and I'll take you to the emergency room or labor and delivery," because it was about the time that the doors at the hospital opened, because they locked the doors. And it was still getting worse. Like, I didn't have a bra on because I was in bed. I could barely get my pants on. And we rushed to the emergency room, and I was sitting in the car, and it was unbearable. And all the way there, AnnaShae was going, "Mama hurt, Mama hurt." And then we went into labor and delivery. They hooked me up to the monitors. She was fine. While they were doing that, he took AnnaShae to my sister's house, where they watched her until I got home. And when I got home, it was around, we got there about 7 o'clock, maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I did not leave until almost 3 o'clock. But they asked me if I needed to pee, and I didn't know if I did, but I still went because I didn't know what it was. I did not want to get a catheter if they needed a urine sample. But I went and peed. I peed a little bit, not a lot. And then went back into the room, and walking a little bit helped the pain, but not that much. But I went back into the room, and they didn't know what was going on. They said that my doctor would be in. He was walking the halls because it was around 7:30 then, and his office is upstairs from the labor and delivery. So he comes in, and he says, "We haven't checked your urine yet, but from the sounds or from the description that you're giving us, it sounds like kidney stones. And we're going to test you for kidney stones. We're going to check your urine and everything." But he came around to my left side, and he starts, like, pushing up on my side. And it wasn't hurting as bad. He said it probably eases the pain when I push on it. And I said, "Yeah, it does." So he said, "When we get your labs back, we're going to, if it's kidney stones, we're going to start you on fluids. But we're going to give you something for your pain." And he thought for a second, and he told the nurse, he said, "I'm pretty sure it's kidney stone, so go ahead and start her on," I think it said 5 milliliters of fluids, "and go ahead and get her some pain meds." So they gave me some fluids. They put the IV in my left hand first, and they gave me some fluids, and then they gave me, I think, Stadol. I think the first time they gave me Stadol, and it worked. And then the pain decreased, and that was it then. The baby looked fine. She was kicking, and by the end of the time that I was in there, they noticed I was having contractions. So they're like, "Are you feeling these contractions?" And I said, "No." I said, "When I was in here with my first pregnancy, I was like 34 weeks, and they said I was having contractions, and they had to stop the contractions, but I wasn't feeling them." Anyways, I said, "Well, I do have to go pee." And so I went and peed, and they put me back on the monitor. And they said that's what was causing me to have contractions, was because my bladder was full. So anyways, when I went home, everything was good. I wasn't in pain anymore. And that night I was fine. The next day I was kind of hurting, but not as bad. They gave me a prescription for Norco, I didn't take it the next day, that Friday, and then that night was fine. Well, no, not that night. Right after he took, because his mom stayed the night, Thursday night when we came home. She stayed the night to help me with AnnaShae for Friday, just in case I needed to take the pills or if I started hurting again. But Friday night, like right after, it was around 11 o'clock when I started hurting again. Like it was worse. And it was just on my left side. And that, during that time, not that time, but during like, before we went to bed, I was on the phone with my mom, and I was constipated from the pain meds that they had given me on Thursday. And so I was constipated, so I was kind of straining, and I think that's what caused me to start hurting again, because I was straining. But I was hurting really, really bad, and nothing was working. I took one of them pills. It helped it just a little bit. So when I told Christian, I said, I can't do this. It's hurting a lot. We need to go back to labor and delivery. So he goes and he picks up his mom again, drops her off at the house here, and then we go to labor and delivery. And the pain had gone from when I took the Norco. And so they hooked me up again, and it was for the exact same stuff. I said, I'm still having pains on my left side. I haven't passed anything if it was kidney stones, and it's just not easing up. I need something stronger. And so they hooked me up, gave me IVs. This time they gave it to me in my right arm. So I have bruises all over my arms. They gave it to me in my right arm, and they gave me Demerol, and that eased the pain a little bit. I went to the bathroom, came back, and then the pain started coming back after I took the Demerol. And so, but one of the doctor on call said for me to just go ahead and go home. And that was that. And that was at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I go home in pain. And I knew that the Norco wasn't going to work. But I didn't take one then. And so I tried to go to lay down, and it wasn't helping. And I mean, it was unbearable when we came home. And so I tried one side, and then I tried the other side, and then I stood up, and it was still not working. Like I was still in pain like I was Thursday morning. So Christian said, why don't you get in the hot shower and see if that helps it any? So I get in the shower, and I put the hot water just on my left side and on my back, and it still wasn't helping. It was like worse. I'm like, we got to go back. And this was about 5 o'clock. So we go back. They automatically hook me up to the IVs. And it was the same nurses from when we left at 3 o'clock that same morning. And they automatically hooked me up to IVs. And they said they need a urine sample. I said, okay, I got to pee. I'll go to the bathroom. And she said, no, I'm going to have to do a catheter. And I said, please just let me go to the bathroom. And she said, no, I can't have it contaminated. We're going to have to do a catheter. So I'm in pain, crying. Christian wasn't able to be in there because he was outside because he was tired. He had a call in that day on Saturday. He had to call in, and So he was tired. He was out in the truck asleep. But they gave me the catheter, and of course that hurt. And I think whenever she put the catheter in, there was a kidney stone stuck in my urethra, because whenever she did it, and I mentioned it in one of the videos, whenever she did it, she kind of had to like do that with it, and I think that's what broke it up. And that hurt, especially when you're having kidney stone pains. That was excruciatingly painful. So she took it was just an in and out thing. It was in, got the sample, and then out. And then everything was good from there. They went ahead and gave me Demerol, and I think Vistaril, and that worked, because I told them that the Norco was not working. And then let's see here. After they gave me the Demerol and the Vistaril, the Vistaril was a shot. They had to give me an injection in my back. After they gave me that, the pain eased up a little bit, and it was a lot better. Like, I finally fell asleep, and they came in to every so often to check on me and everything, because she was moving around, so they couldn't keep up with her heart rate because she kept moving. But anyways, they went ahead and kept me, and she said, they asked me if I wanted to go to a room, like the mother and child section of the hospital. And I said, no, I don't want to have to make it harder on you guys, because I mean, what if somebody else needs that room? And they said, it's not a big deal. We can move you. And I went ahead and I said no, and asked me if I want to move, and I went ahead and said no. And then around 7 o'clock, I asked him how long it would take for me to be able to be moved, because at the whole time I've been in the hospital, I've only been in a triage room. So they said it wouldn't take them very long to go ahead and get me transferred to the mom and baby section of the hospital. And because I asked, the reason why I asked him is because Christian said that he wanted to stay the night with me. And the triage room doesn't have couches, they just have a regular chair. So I'm asked to move because the mommy and baby section of the hospital has either a couch or a pull-out love seat or pull-out chair. And so we moved. And this was about 7 or 8 o'clock we moved. But I forgot to mention, after my pain subsided, I went to the bathroom. And Christian went home, I think, to take a shower and try to relax a little bit and give his mom a break from AnnaShae. I went to the bathroom, and they had me sit on a strainer to strain my urine. And at first, I didn't know where to sit, so I sat too far back and I started peeing. So I got up and sat at the right space part of the toilet. But when I stood up, there was blood, and there was like black sediment in the bottom of the toilet. And I went ahead and peed in the cup that was in the commode, and then I wiped, and there was a lot of blood. So I pulled that string in the bathroom and asked them if that was normal, and they said, yeah, it's probably from either your catheter or the kidney stones coming out. So I said, okay. So I went back in the room, and they said I was the only one in the labor and delivery ward. So I had it all to myself, but I was still confined to the triage room. But anyways, we went into the mommy and baby section of the hospital, and they gave me 2 doses of Demerol and 2 doses of Vistaril in triage, and to help my pain subside. When I went into the mommy and baby section, I didn't need any of the Demerol or Vistaril, and they said that I had Ambien in my, I guess, on call for if I needed help sleeping, but I didn't because I was sleeping on and off, and I didn't need any help sleeping. So when I went into mommy and baby section, I didn't have to be hooked up to monitors. They just came in every 4 hours to check baby's heart rate, and she was good every time. At around 3 o'clock in the morning, my head started hurting from the bed, because the bed, everybody knows that hospital beds are really, really uncomfortable. And I couldn't get situated. I had to keep turning over each side. And so they gave me Percocet in mommy and baby section. And then I fell back asleep. And then the next day, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, the on-call doctor said that she wanted me to follow up with my regular doctor that week. And I had already had an appointment this week. Well, I had supposed to have an appointment Tuesday, this last Tuesday, but I had to cancel it. But the funny thing is, on last Thursday when I went in originally, my doctor came in. And I was supposed to have my glucose test done last Thursday. And when he comes in, this is why I love my doctor. He comes in and he says, "So I guess you're not going to make it to your appointment today." And without even knowing, I don't think, he probably seen my name, but knowing my name, he knew that I had an appointment that day. And everybody knows that the people in the lobby, the girls in the lobby of the doctor's office, are the ones that puts in the appointments, not the doctor. But he said, "I take it you're not going to make it to your appointment today." And then I said, "No, I'm not going to be able to." And then whenever he leaves, I get a notification on my phone from my chart that says my doctor had canceled my appointment. And so that when we got out that day, I went ahead and rescheduled it for that following Tuesday. But I was still in the hospital. But she wanted me to go ahead and make an appointment. And I said, "Well, I already have my appointment set up for my glucose test." She said, "Okay, keep it." And but she went ahead and discharged me. And then that was, like I said, noon. And she said, "You can leave whenever you want to." So I said, "Okay." And then, so I didn't leave until after supper time because I wanted to rest a little bit more and make sure the pain didn't come back. And I asked her, I said, "The Norco wasn't working. Is there any way you can prescribe me the Percocet instead, because the Percocet has been working?" She said, "I have no problem with that, but because you already have been prescribed Norco, they might not let me do it. But I'll try my best to do it." So I said, "Okay." And so when the nurse came back in, I asked her if the doctor was able, excuse me. I asked her if the doctor was able to get the Percocet prescription for me, and she said yes. I said, "Okay, good." And she said, the nurse also said, you leave whenever you're ready. So I said, "Okay." And I went ahead and I slept, and I slept because I wanted to make sure the pain didn't come back, and I wanted to get my rest in before I went home and had to deal with AnnaShae. But while I was still in the hospital, I asked my brother-in-law if he could watch her that night, and then my sister watch her that day, on Monday, because I didn't want to be all doped up on the pain meds if I had to take them by myself, because Christian had to work Monday. And he said, yeah. So before Christian came and picked me up, he took AnnaShae to my brother-in-law's, and she stayed the night. And Christian went and went and picked her up on Monday when he got off work at 6. So, it's probably just a repeat of those 2 videos that you just seen, but I wanted to go more in depth of my stay and how I was feeling and give you some insight on kidney stone pain versus contraction pain. I've never had contractions that I know of because I didn't have labor with AnnaShae. I chose C-section because for one, she was supposed to be a big baby, and she kind of was. And then for 2, I didn't want to have to be in labor or go in labor at my stepmother's funeral. But I didn't really write very many things in the journal of my pregnancy app. So let me see what I have here. And today, so I'm officially in my 3rd trimester, which seems unreal because it seems still, I know I've said this in every video, it feels like just yesterday we basically announced my pregnancy. But today I'm 28 weeks, and we had to reschedule my glucose appointment again because I was still kind of hurting and didn't feel like having to sit there for an hour and a half and then get my blood drawn and everything. But when I went into the hospital the 3rd time, she gave it to me in my right hand, and it was in there. I think it was in there so long that because I was bending my hand and everything, part of the actual not but the plastic piece. I know there's already a little catheter in your vein, but the little plastic piece that it's attached to went inside my hand and caused the hole to be bigger. But I do think that one of the catheters came out because my hand is still so not swollen, but it still hurts really, really bad, and I can feel something in there. So when I go back to my appointment on next Thursday, I'm going to ask him if he thinks it might have came out. But my hand is all, I don't know if you can tell, not really that much, but it's all discolored and everything. But let me see what I do have. Okay. So, yeah, all I have is stuff from when I went into the hospital. But I know that the reason probably why I had kidney stones was because I was dehydrated, and I have a bad habit of not drinking anything. I know it's bad, especially because I'm pregnant, but it was like that even before I got pregnant. I can wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and not drink anything till supper time. And I know that's really bad. And I still do it, even after being in the hospital. But I'm trying to do better because I was dehydrated. I know that because they put 2 bags of fluids in me the first day I was there, and I didn't pee until I left at 3 o'clock. So from 7 o'clock, I peed a little bit, to 3 o'clock that afternoon, that's when I peed. From basically the whole day, I hadn't peed. And it's really bad. I was dehydrated with AnnaShae too. But I think only once. And I think that's when I was having the contractions, when they had to give me the shot to stop my contractions when I was pregnant with her. But symptoms now, and I guess would include I'm craving milkshakes for some reason, and Bob's, which is like it's a drive-in restaurant that we have here in Kentucky. And they have like the most amazing Fiesta burgers. And I never get them, but I was craving them. And I was having to go and pick up my nieces at the end of my sister's road because it's a dead end road and they won't go all the way down to their house. So I went and picked them up, took them home to my grandmother because she's on oxygen. She can't walk all the way down there. And my sister had to work. Excuse me. And I would go to Bob's after that and get me a Fiesta burger and get AnnaShae some ice cream because I can't get her to eat anything. If you know what WIC is, I mean, now she's eating a whole lot more because we're only able to get the 1% milk because that's what WIC gives us. And WIC is for low-income parents, and they help you, if you know what it is, they help you with foods for your kids and for yourself if you're pregnant. So right now she gets, us together, we get about 5.5 gallons of 1% milk and yogurt, juices, eggs, beans, fruits, and vegetables. So now that we've switched her to 1% milk, she's eating a lot more and she's not drinking as much. So that's really good. Because I was getting worried because she wouldn't eat. All she was doing is drinking milk, and I could barely get her to eat. But eating the Fiesta burgers, my brain's going cuckoo. Craving the Fiesta burgers, also craving big juicy burgers like ones from Burger King and then Big Macs. I haven't really gained much weight. When I went to the labor and delivery, I was 322. So I still haven't, let's see, my starting weight I think my starting weight was 329, and then it's been fluctuating. It's usually not been over 326. So yeah, starting weight was 329. Expected final weight is supposed to be 344, but I don't think I'm gonna get that big. So, like with AnnaShae, I'm probably gonna stay the same weight, and then after I have the baby, I'm gonna drop down, like I did with AnnaShae. Like I dropped almost 60 pounds after I had AnnaShae, and then, like I said in one of my first videos, after I have the baby, I'm going to start exercising more and getting the baby weight off, so I don't get this high. I'm very ashamed of myself getting this high. But if you have, I want to start potty training AnnaShae. That way it'll be easier for me when the baby gets here. So if you have any advice on potty training girls, 2-year-olds, let me know. We already have the potty that looks like an actual toilet. And she'll sit on it with the diaper on, but she won't sit on it without the diaper. And Christian said maybe because it's cold, but I'm not really sure. She hands us diapers when she needs her diaper changed, and she tells us when she uses the bathroom. She tells us when she goes number 2, so that's a start, but I want her to be able to use the potty after the baby gets here. And we still do not have a name. And Christian's like, I feel like bad parents because we don't have a name yet. It's okay. I know some Some people don't have a name until after they leave the hospital. It's okay. You don't have to have a name when you leave the hospital. Just have one picked out soon. That way you can get the birth certificate, social security card, and everything for the insurance and everything. But, yeah, so my glucose test is next Thursday on the 30th. So, I might have a video uploaded Friday for just my 28-week appointment. And then, I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I do have a lot of people that watch my videos that aren't subscribed to me. So if you do like my updates, please hit subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'm going to try to do vlogging. But like I said, I don't have a camera yet. Still don't have a camera yet. I still just have my computer and then my webcam. But today that's why I'm kind of like looking down, because I'm using my laptop because my webcam is still lagging. I think it has something to do with the video card. So I know people don't like watching videos that lag. So I went ahead and went, screw it, I'm going to do my laptop. That way it's no lag. But I can still upload this to my desktop and edit it. So, I'll insert my belly picture here. And if you have any advice on potty training, please give it to me. I need some on potty training, AnnaShae, because anything that will help will be a lot better. So, my kidney stone pain, it's gone. I'm not having to take the Percocet anymore. I don't have any more pains. But yeah, if you have any advice on anything, or any recommendations on videos, Christian, I'm going to try to get Christian on here to do, I don't know how we're going to do it because we have a small space right now. Get Christian on here, get to know us video, and we can't really do anything outside because it's so hot here in Kentucky right now. It is 86 degrees. Excuse me. No, 91 degrees. Excuse me. 91, and feel like temperature. No, it was right. 86 degrees, feel like temperature is 90. So it's really hot out here in Kentucky. I don't like having AnnaShae out in the hot too long. I don't want her to get burnt because she's so white. And we live by the woods. I don't like her being outside long because of the ticks and the mosquitoes and all the bugs. But I might do some videos outside. If we do anything like swimming or anything, before the baby gets here, I might video that. I don't know how, probably just my phone. That's where these first two videos come from that you've seen at the beginning of the video. But other than that, I don't have anything else. I'm feeling her kick a lot more. Like today when I was doing my hair, I felt her in my right side underneath my breast. And when I lay down, or when I sit up, when I'm sitting up on the couch or in the bed, she kicks so hard that she moves my boobs. And my boobs are pretty heavy because, I'm a big-chested girl. So she's getting pretty strong. And Christian loves feeling her move now. Like, he'll put his head on my belly and feel her move, and he likes feeling her move better than seeing her move. Like, his eyes are so bad he can't focus on it and see her actually move. I can. And I've tried at night to get a video, but it's not it's not that good yet. So hopefully in the next weeks or so, I will be able to get a video of her actually moving and you'll be able to see it. But this video is already 40 minutes long. But yeah, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Hit subscribe, comment, like, share my videos with all your friends. Comment your advice to me on if I have more kidney stones, how to relieve the pain without having to go to the hospital, and potty training advice, name advice for her because we still don't have a name. We finally have some clothes. My mother-in-law bought some clothes for us, so we have that. We're going to be getting a lot more stuff here in the next few weeks, like the car seat and a mattress for the crib because we switched AnnaShae to a toddler bed. So we got to get a mattress for the crib and more clothes and, of course, diapers. And I still don't know if we're going to have a baby shower or not. My mother-in-law wants to throw me a baby shower, but I don't know if we have the time and then the money for like food and stuff. We'll just have to see. And if we do that, I definitely will film that, probably on my phone or take my laptop wherever we go and record it. But yeah, social media links are down in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I don't have my Facebook linked because it is personal. I don't really like a lot of people on my Facebook except for family. And then basically everybody that's on my Facebook, I either know them or their family. So, but yeah, follow me on Instagram. I upload on there basically daily, like pictures of me and AnnaShae, of my belly bumps. And then Twitter, I don't really upload a lot on there, usually just when I upload a video. So yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Hit that subscribe button if you want to continue to be to continue our journey with us. Like this video if you guys liked it. Comment. Hit that bell notification. That way you are notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, finally.
Bye bye. We need to go. Happy day.